This might be the most polite watch ever made. Most watches help you see the time. This one lets you feel it. Meet the Titan Braille.
Please stop.
Hello and welcome back to our channel, Wristworthy. I'm your host Mohit, and today we have with us the Titan Braille. For the past few days, I've been wearing this watch at home, outside, while typing on my laptop, even just sitting and doing nothing. And honestly, on the wrist, nobody even notices anything unusual. It just looks like a simple rectangular watch until you open the lid. This watch was made so that a visually impaired person can read the time independently without asking anyone. And the funny thing is, even if you can see perfectly, you still end up using it that way. I'll be honest, I never really took Titan seriously. Whenever I was in a mall, I would see their showroom full of flashy fashion watches, and I just assumed, okay, this brand isn't for me. That actually left a pretty bad impression in my head. Then someone from a watch enthusiast group told me to have a proper look at what Titan actually makes. And glad I did. They've got some genuinely interesting stuff. The Edge series, their titanium watches, this Stellar line, and now this Braille watch. Let's just say my opinion has changed now. Let's quickly look at the dimensions now. Lug to lug is about 43.5 mm, case width is around 34.7 mm, and it's only 7.45 mm thick, and lug width is 18 mm. So it wears slim and flat on your wrist, but still has a decent presence. The lugs are 18 mm, so it'll be a total strap monster. You can throw on leather, fabric, NATO, rubber, whatever you like. If rectangular watches aren't a thing, there is also a round dial version of the Titan Braille, so you can get the same tactile experience in a more traditional shape. The MRP is 1,995 Indian rupees, but realistically you'll almost always find it around 1,500 to 1,600 rupees. At this price, it makes a lot more sense. The case is made of stainless steel with a polished dress watch look. The edges are smooth and rounded, so nothing digs into your wrist. The unique part is the lid, a hinged metal cover over the crystal that you pull up to read the time. The watch uses mineral glass, which is only fair at this price point. The crown is simple push and pull style, and it is unsigned. The watch is rated for 30-meter water resistance, but personally, I will not take this near water. Why? I'll tell you in a bit. When you flip it over, you see a snap-on case back. When it comes to the movement, this is where it gets interesting. It uses a special high-torque quartz movement so that the hands don't move or bend when you touch them. This movement is exclusively used in the Braille watch. Leather strap is soft from day one. You get used to it pretty quickly. Strap quality is decent enough, and the buckle is unsigned. I mean, you really can't expect much at this price point. There is no lume, no date window, no extra complications. They've kept everything simple so that the tactile reading works properly and reliably. The dial is very clean and minimal, at least till now. The watch looks absolutely stunning, but this isn't a glowing 5-star experience with the watch. There are a few things that you need to know before you think about buying it. First, the lid pops open a bit too easily, and it doesn't really stay at a halfway position. The moment you remove your thumb, it falls shut, so you have to keep a finger on it while reading the time. And I also worry about long-term use, because the entire experience depends on that hinge that you will be opening it many times a day. If it loosens more over time, the whole concept gets affected. Second, water and dust. Remember that 30-meter water resistance I talked about? I have my doubts on 30-meter water resistance. There is no visible sealing or gasket around the lid. If you tilt watch, you can see a tiny gap between the case and the glass cover. This is not something I would wear in the rain. Since you actually touch the dial, it will collect skin oils and dirt eventually. You can't just wipe the crystal. You have to carefully clean the dial around the hands. Over time, dust and oils can make the dial look dirty. Third, the sound. There is a small metallic thing you hear when you touch the crystal or move your hand. It's harmless, but in a quiet room, you will hear it every time. So overall, this is definitely a careful use watch. There are other Braille watches out there. The most well-known one is the Seiko Braille Watch. The Seiko feels more like a tool. It's built for durability and daily abuse. The lid mechanism is sturdier and feels more engineered for long-term use. The Titan takes a slightly different approach. It feels more like a formal dress watch first, accessibility second. It's lighter, slimmer, and visually blends into normal office wear much better. If I had to pick only one purely on function and durability, my best pick would be Seiko. But you also have to consider the big price difference between these two. For the price the Titan sells it in India, it offers something very unique. Now that we have gone through the every aspect of the watch, it's time to try this on and find out if it is wrist-worthy or not. Wearing this watch was a whole new experience for me. I had never felt this way before while checking the time. I caught myself opening the lid even when my phone was literally in my hand. Not because I needed the time, but because I wanted to use the watch. On the wrist, it looks like a normal, quiet watch. Nothing fancy about it. But the moment someone sees you checking the time by touch, it suddenly becomes a conversation starter. At first, I thought this was just a watch made for blind users. After a few days, I realized it actually solves a problem I have. Checking the time without looking disrespectful. In a meeting, pulling out your phone or turning your wrist to check the time is obviously rude. With this watch, you can just open the lid quietly while keeping eye contact and still feel the time under the table. It might honestly be the most polite watch I have ever worn. So here's my honest take. This isn't a rough-use watch. I think you probably knew that by now. Honestly, I didn't expect to like this watch as much as I do. It's definitely not the most advanced watch I have worn, but it's one of the few I actually kept interacting with throughout the day. I think that's the whole point of it. After a few days, I actually started missing it when it wasn't on my wrist. I thought I'd just review and move on, but that didn't happen. This one is different. I wouldn't buy this watch for the specs. I'd buy it for what it does. It makes the simple act of checking the time feel like an event. Look, if this watch disappeared from my desk tomorrow, and I'm being honest, I wouldn't miss the movement. I wouldn't even miss the finishing really. What I would actually miss is the action of opening it. Very few watches make you use them differently. So that's been my full experience with the Titan Braille. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think of this watch, or is it a bit too much for your taste? Drop it in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and hide the video so YouTube knows it's worth showing to more watch lovers. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one. Until next time, keep it classy and stay wrist-worthy.